Welcome, and thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today's practice is going to be focused on our back and our shoulders. So you won't need any props. So if you got your mat rolled out, let's get started. Just invite you to find that comfortable seated position. Sit up tall through the spine. And if it's comfortable, I'll invite you to close your eyes. Just starting to bring some of that awareness inward and onto your breath. Just following each inhale and exhale as it flows through your body. Let's start to take a few deeper breaths in and out through the nose. As you inhale through the nose, allow your belly and your chest to expand. And as you exhale, let everything kind of sink in towards the middle. Inhale, expand, and exhale. Start to guide the breath so that each inhale is as long and slow as the exhale. Perhaps each breath gets a little bit slower. Beautiful. Let's take one more of these deep breaths. And then just allow your breath to settle back into its natural flow. Still sitting up tall through the spine. We'll start our stretches in the back of the neck. So drop your chin to your chest. And check in that your shoulders feel like they're drawing away from your ears. Inhale, come back up to center. Grow a little taller. And exhale, send your gaze to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale, gaze to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, center. And exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. And let's drop the chin to the chest one more time. Inhale, back to center, and we'll start some big, slow shoulder rolls. Getting it high up towards the ears. Dropping back down towards the earth. Opposite direction. Again, find some stillness, grow nice and tall. And then exhale, walk the hands forward. Take that gentle forward fold. Let your head hang towards the earth. Take a few of those deep breaths. And with each exhale, get a little heavier. Perhaps sink a little deeper. Inhale, walk back up to center. Grow nice and tall. And we'll come into our side bend. So we're going to take that left hand to the earth. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, bend and hold here. Feel all of that length and expansion in the right side body. Gaze can remain forward. Or perhaps send it up towards your arm or your hand. Let's add in a twist. We're going to exhale, bring this right hand to touch. And then inhale, open it up, reach back, look back. Exhale to touch. Inhale, open it back. And we'll take a few more rounds, just flowing with our breath. And taking it nice and slow. Exhale to twist. And inhale, open. We're going to take one last exhale. And this time as we inhale, we're just going to rise back up through center, grow tall. Take a pause in the middle here. Nice deep inhale. And slow exhale. And we'll come to the other side. Right arm on the earth. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bend and reach. Again, perhaps the gaze can look up. Knowing that this side might need something different. And just honoring what the body is calling for today. Perhaps you can bend a little deeper. Perhaps a little less. Perhaps your neck needs to be in a different position on this side. All right, let's add in those twists. Exhale, hands to touch. Inhale, open back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more with our breath. One last exhale. And then inhale, reach up, grow tall. Take that pause, grow tall through the spine. Inhale, grow a little taller. And exhale, walk out. Gentle forward fold again. Perhaps we can get a little deeper this time. All right, keeping that forward fold, we're going to walk our hands over to the left side so that our chest relaxes towards the left thigh. And check in that this right hip isn't lifting up off the earth. Inhale, walk the hands through center and all the way over to the right. And exhale to sink towards that thigh. Inhale back to center. And exhale, sink even further. And inhale, walk the hands back up to center. Grow tall. Let's come into our twist, sending that left arm behind us. Right hand to knee or thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine first. Create space between the vertebrae. And then start to twist from your belly, rib cage, chest, shoulders, and your neck. Take another inhale, grow even taller. And exhale, twist a little deeper. All right, we're in this twist, so we're just going to send wherever you are in your twist, start to send your chest towards the earth. Likely you won't get very far, and that's okay. And then inhale, press yourself back up. Grow tall. Unwind. Come into the other side. Right hand behind, left hand to knee or thigh. Inhale, lengthen, create space. And exhale, twist, rib belly, rib cage, shoulders, neck. Inhale, get a little taller. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Again, keep this twist and then walk the hands. Let the chest sink towards the side. Inhale, press back up. Slowly unwind. Give those shoulders a couple rolls. We're going to be working them a little bit harder in just a moment. All right. So let's bring our hands out, shoulder height, palms towards the earth. As we inhale, we're going to open them up. Sorry, exhale. Exhale, open them up. Inhale, back to center. And then we're going to lift. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, open. We're going to take 4 more full rounds here. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Taking it nice and slow. Last one. All right, keep those shoulders lifted. We're going to turn the palms towards the ceiling, elbows stay shoulder height. And then we're just going to bend and tap those shoulders. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. Just as if we were bringing some weight. If you do have some very light weights and you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you're welcome to pause the video. Go grab them. This does a lot of work on its own, especially combined with all of those planks we're going to be doing. All right, let's take 2 more. Okay, back out. Elbows stay lifted. Bring your palms together. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. And the closer you bring your elbows in towards one another, the more challenging this is going to be, the more intense in your shoulders it's going to feel. So if you're doing 1 or 2 and you feel like you need to release the elbows, feel free to do so. If it's a little too easy, just draw your shoulders in a little bit more. So we're just going to slowly pull up and release back to shoulder height. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Take about 4 more. Last one. Ooh, my shoulders are tired today. Release all the way down. Give them a couple rolls. Both directions. And just cause, let's give those wrists a couple rolls as well. Shakes. Let's uncross the feet, plant them on the earth, give them a little windshield wiper, just getting some movement back into the hips. Lovely. Let's flip over into our tabletop. I'm going to go this way. All right, so in your tabletop, check in that you've got your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders in line with one another. Knees are below hips. If you need to take your knees a little bit wider, free feel to do so. You can bring them kind of straight up and down in line with those hips. So really spread your fingers, all 10 of them nice and wide. Press the earth away. And we'll come into our cat-cow. So we're going to inhale to drop the belly, chestless, gaze forward. And then exhale, round the spine, head drops, belly button tucked in, press the earth away. All right, and then just flow with your breath. So that means if you'd like some more warmth into the body, or if it simply feels better for you today, you can move and breathe a little bit faster. But you are also welcome to pause at either end of the movement. Take a couple extra breaths in that cat. Really press the shoulders. And take a couple extra moments in your cow. Really send the chest forward. All right, whatever feels good. Let's just take a couple more rounds. Let's take two more full breaths. Maybe a couple more if you're going nice and fast. Back to a nice neutral spine. We are going to walk our hands slightly in front so we can get a little bit more length as we bring our hips in circles. So we're going to send the hips back to one heel, then the other, and then bring the weight into the hands. So we're straightening out those hips in the back. And just note that one of your knees might pop while we go in this direction. And that is perfectly all right. Nothing to worry about. Just a little air, just a little fluid moving around the joints. And take it nice and slow. And let's go in the opposite direction. Perhaps pop the other knee. I think I'm only going to get one pop today. Oh, there it is. All right, the next time your hips come back to your heels, drop them down, leave them there. Bring your big toes to touch. Settle into your child's pose, chest towards the earth, forehead perhaps on the mat. And taking your knees as wide as you'd like in this child's pose. And we're going to inhale, press back up through table and then all the way down onto our bellies. Glue the tops of your feet into the earth. Bring your hands back behind you. Interlock the fingers. And then we're going to take this in a set of 3 to start. So we're going to reach the arms back, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale to lower. Okay, so 2 more of these. And for our next set, you're welcome to keep the feet glued on the earth if you feel that a little bit easier today, or perhaps it's more challenging. Otherwise, we're going to lift the feet as well, perhaps get a little bit more height. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. This time we're going to hold at the top. And release to the earth. Relax everything. Perhaps that one ear down on the back. Take a deep breath. All right, let's get back into the shoulders. We're going to send the left arm out straight beside us. And then you're going to press with your right hand at your right shoulder. Legs together, we're going to roll onto our left side, stacking the hips on top of one another, stacking the legs, or you can bring a bend into this right foot, knee towards the ceiling, and your head can relax towards the earth or on the earth if that's available to you. Perhaps your knee can pull you even a little bit further. If this is too intense for you, do just stack your legs. If it's not intense enough, instead of that straight arm, bring a cactus into your arm. Or perhaps even try it. You can see that I don't get as far onto my shoulder when I cactus. So you can get a little more depth if I just Keep it straight. This right arm can be wherever you want it to be on the mat, behind you. All right, let's take the other side. Roll back slowly. Send your right arm out. And when you're ready, press into the hands, stack the hips, and perhaps bring a bend into this left leg. Just finding a spot where you can comfortably settle in for a bit. Good. Slowly roll back to your belly. Bring the hands back to your shoulders. Press up to your table. We're just going to counter that stretch. So knees back below hips. We're going to start with our left hand. So right hand really digs into the earth. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling. And then we're going to send it through. Reach, but don't drop. Inhale, come back up. Exhale through and reach. And then one more, reach up. Exhale, send it through. This time we're going to drop to the earth. Left ear to the mat. And I'll just turn so you can see me a little bit. I'm using this right hand here to press into the earth. This left hand is actually pressing into the earth as well, allowing me to twist a little bit deeper. If I relax everything, you'll see my shoulder collapses a little bit closer to the earth. When I press, getting a little bit deeper of a twist. Good, just pressing into this right hand. Reach that left arm back up to the ceiling for just a breath, and then back down to the earth. Let's come into the other side. So right arm lifts towards the ceiling, and then send it through. And reach. Whoop. Inhale back up. Exhale through. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, reach through. Drop that right ear. Press through the hands. Press the earth away. And then press into that left. Reach the right arm up. And back to the earth. Good. Sit back. Tuck your toes under. Just sit back for just a moment. Take a toe stretch. Take a few shoulder rolls. And we're going to get into our vinyasa flows here. All right. When you're ready, wrists back below the shoulders. Tuck the toes underneath if you untucked them. Press the hips up and back. Come into that down dog. Looking back between the toes. Chest reaches towards your thighs. Press through the hands. Come high up onto your toes. And then deep bend into the knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Let everything hang heavy. Let your wrists or your hands and your neck hang heavy. Take an inhale, half lift, flat back. Reach the shoulders back towards your hips. And then exhale to lower. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the hands up overhead. Exhale to your heart center. And we're going to take one more inhale. Come back into that with some side bends here. So we're going to drop this left hand. Reach with the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Good. Inhale, center. And this time as you exhale, cactus your arms. Look up. Take that slight back bend. Inhale, rise up. As you exhale, fold forward, let it all go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Take as much bend in the knees as you need to so you can plant your hands, step, or hop it back to your high plank. Take a moment here, check in that your shoulders are above your wrists. All 10 fingers spread nice and wide. Belly buttons tucked in. You're still breathing in and out. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly lower all the way to the earth. Elbows are hugging the rib cage. We're going to take a little bit of a Sphinx pose here today for our first flow. So bring those elbows below your shoulders. Hands out in front. Glue your feet into the earth. And then inhale. Lift the chest, elongate the spine so you're reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Your arms are pulling back towards your hips. It'll actually help you get a little bit longer. And release. Send those elbows out. Bring those hands back below your shoulders. Tuck the toes underneath and either coming through tabletop or plank. We'll meet in our down dog. So again, keep as much bend in the knees as you need to. High up onto the toes. Step that right foot through in between the hands. Left knee is going to drop for this first dive. So coming into that low lunge, but we're going to keep this left hand on the earth by our feet. Right arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling. So we're pressing the earth away with this left hand while this right arm reaches us up. And then we're going to exhale, frame that right foot, and then step it back. Down dog, chest to the thighs. High up onto the toes, coming to that other side. Left foot steps forward. Right knee to the earth. Right hand stays on the earth. Left arm reaches up. Press the earth away and reach through the fingers. Exhale, release to the earth. Step that left foot back, down dog. High up onto the toes, bend into the knees. Step or hop it forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Let everything go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up. Arms reach up. Exhale, heart center. We'll add in a twist this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Hands come to your sides. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift. Come back to that cactus. Exhale. Look up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Good. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Deep bend in the knees. Plant the hands. Step or hop it back. High plank. Again, checking in with those shoulders, fingers, belly buttons. Still breathing. And we're going to come all the way through our vinyasa this time. So we're going to exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. This would be your up dog. And then exhale. We'll meet in your down dog. If you need any extra time, feel free to take it. All right, high up onto the toes. Step that right foot forward again. This time it's going to be yogi's choice whether or not you want to drop this left knee to the earth or you want a little bit more of a challenge. So this will challenge your balance if you stay up in this high lunge. Wherever you're at, we're going to lift the arms up. Grow nice and tall. All right, we're going to send this right hand to the back, left hand comes forward. So we're twisting towards that right leg. Reach through those fingers. And then our right hand's at the back. We're going to drop it to our left thigh, and then the left arm is going to reach up or up and back. Wherever you're at, still think of sending that right knee forward. And windmill the hands down. Frame your foot. Step it back, down dog. Chest to the thighs. Coming high up onto the toes. Step that left foot forward. And again, drop that right knee if you need to. Perhaps this side is a little bit more challenging than the other. You are welcome to do something different on your right side than from your left. And it's all about honoring where your body is at today. All right, come into that twist. So this time, left arm goes back, right arm forward. Reach through those fingers. And left arm to the thigh, right arm lifts up or up and back, still bending that left knee. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step it back, down dog. Chest to the thighs. High up onto the toes, bend in the knees. Step or hop it forward. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, rise. We'll come back to that side bend. Drop the left arm. Reach. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Cactus, look up. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Bend in the knees so you can plant those hands. Step or hop it back to your high plank. Pausing here, checking in with our alignment. And then when you're ready, exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Elbows hug the rib cage. Cobra or up dog. And exhale. Send those hips up, down dog. Good, high up onto the toes. Step that right foot forward. This time our lefty is gonna stay lifted because we're gonna come into that warrior two. So turn the right foot to the edge so that toes are pointing to the side edge of your mat. Bend into this right leg. When you're ready, windmill the arms up, shoulder height. Keep a bend in that right knee. Reach through the fingertips and send your gaze over that right hand. Check in with your shoulders that they haven't lifted up towards the ears. All right, we're going to drop this right hand to the right thigh. Left arm lifts up or perhaps up and forward. And same thing with what we did earlier. Your gaze can be forward or look up towards that arm or the hand. Stay nice and low. Inhale. Back to your warrior two. Let's do the opposite. So left hand comes to the thigh. Right arm lifts up or up and back. Still send that right leg forward. And inhale back to your warrior two. Just a moment. My thighs are burning. We're going to straighten the legs. Turn the toes in a little bit. So our feet are still pointing out towards a 45 now. So we're in this wide leg stretch. Your shoulders are really getting tired. Bring your hands to your hips, or to give them a little bit more of a workout, just send them out shoulder height. We're just going to do one forward fold, keeping that flat back. So when your spine starts to want to round, pause there. And then we're going to release to the earth. Let the spine round. And then walk your hands over towards your left leg. Perhaps they can come to your left foot or shin. And slowly release. Walk them over to the right. Exhale back to the middle. Take a nice deep bend in the knees, hands to your thighs so you can slowly roll up. And let's do our warrior two on the other side right from here. So we're going to send this left foot to the top of the mat, kind of technically to the back of your mat, and right foot turns towards the side. Bend into that left knee. Inhale the arms up, shoulder height. Again, checking in, reach out with those fingers, send the gaze over the left hand. Sink into it nice and low. Drop this left hand to the thigh, right arm lifts up, or up and over. Inhale to center. Drop that right hand, left arm lifts up, or up and back, still sending that left knee forward. Perhaps the gaze can lift with the arm. Inhale back to warrior two just for a moment. Bringing the hands to our hips. We're going to walk our feet in. So slightly wider than our hips, coming into that goddess pose. So the first two we'll sink and hold just for 6. And the third one, we'll change it up a little. So stand up nice and tall, chest lifted. Exhale, sink it down, hold 6. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink and hold. Inhale, rise. Awesome, last one. Like I said, we're going to change it up, sink it down. And then bring your hands towards your knees, fingertips towards the front. And we're going to drop this right shoulder towards the floor. And my left shoulder kind of lifts towards the ceiling. My gaze can look to the side or up. Back through center. And then drop that left shoulder. Back through center. Straighten the legs. Step to the top of the mat. Give it a little walk. Give it a little hip sway. We're going to take one last flow. So reach the arms up overhead. We are going to twist first though. Exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist the other direction. Inhale, lift. Cactus, look up. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Fold forward, let it go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Deep bend in the knees, so you can let the hands step or hop it back, high plank. Shoulders above the wrists. Belly button in. Nice deep breaths. And then exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, last down dog. Send those chest backs.
perhaps check in, see if you can straighten your legs a little bit further than you could from your first one, or your heels get a little bit closer to the earth. As long as you're sending your chest back towards your thighs. Good, come high up onto your toes. Bend into both your knees. And then you're gonna step or hop your both feet to the top of the mat, but keep your butt low. Coming into that froggy hop. And then just roll back onto your bum. Nice. Again, give our shoulders a few rolls. Let's start with our heels on the earth. If you're up for the challenge, you're welcome to lift your feet up. If you're feeling today's not that day, keep them down. We're going to send our arms out. We're going to do just 10 twists. So imagine we've got something there that we're holding, and we're going to exhale to drop it to one side. Inhale, back center. And exhale. So we're going to take these nice and slow. We are working the abs, but we're also focusing on twisting the back. One more each side. Good, back through center. This time we'll come into our full boat. So perhaps you need to bring your hands to your thighs to start. Lift the heels up off the earth, chest stays lifted. And then perhaps you can take your hands out. Find something in front of you to focus on. It'll help you stay lifted. And then slowly lower it to the earth. Reach out. Give those hips a little wiggle. Checking that we've got a nice long spine. Perhaps you can inchworm the back and the neck a little further out. All right. Let's bring a bend into those knees. Bringing the heels close to your butt as is comfortable for those knees. Hands down by your hips. Perhaps you can tickle the heels with your fingertips. If not, take them out. We're going to take our bridge. We'll take it in a set of 3. So really press into the hands and into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, roll through the spine, chest lifts last. And then exhale, roll back down. And again, inhale, move with the breath. Slowly lower back down. Taking one more, this time holding at the top. If you'd like to get a little bit higher, you can see about interlocking your hands underneath you and then walking the shoulders in. Perhaps your hips can get a little bit higher then. If not, feel free to keep those hands on the earth. And of course, if wheel is in your practice, you're welcome to take that variation as well. Keep those hips lifted. Don't let them drop. All right, let's release those hands. They were underneath. Walk the shoulders out and slowly roll back down. Awesome. Just bring the knees in. Just give them a couple little circle. And then we're going to come into some reclined twists. So let's bring the feet back to the earth. Hands out, shoulder height. Shift your hips to the right. And then let your knees fall to the left. So we're just creating a little bit straighter of a spine, straight down the mat as we twist. And then find a variation with your legs that you like. If this is doing it for you today, by all means, stay here. If it's a little too intense, you can always keep your hips a little more square on the earth, feet nice and wide, and then just drop. Be a little bit more intense in the twist. You can try taking your bottom leg. So right now we got our left leg, cross it over the right, adds a little bit of a weight. And then you can also try straightening this left leg, so your bottom leg, and then your right leg can come a little bit further. Perhaps straighten. Slowly come back up to center. Send the hips to the left, knees fall to the right. And whichever variation you took on the other side, try that one on this side. See if that feels good. So again, foot over top or straight leg. You might find you need something different. You might find that one is a little bit more comfortable. You might get a little bit of a crack in your back there. Release some of that tension. I find they feel just the same. And that is equally good. All right, slowly come back to center. Square up your hips on the mat. Let your arms come down by your sides, but away from the body. And let your legs relax. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your knees or your back, you're welcome to take a different variation of Shavasana, perhaps taking your feet nice and wide on the mat and let your knees rest in towards one another. See if you can, again, roll your spine up a little bit taller. Perhaps if your legs are out, you can wiggle the hips, allowing your sit bones to just feel more of the earth underneath them. And I'll invite you to lift your palms towards the ceiling. This feels a little bit too much, a little too intense for you today. You're welcome to take the palms to the earth. This might help you feel a little bit more grounded. You're always welcome to explore where your hands are at. Perhaps you like them even a little bit wider, perhaps your feet even a little bit wider. I'll invite you to close the eyes wherever you're at. Come back to a few of those deep breaths in and out through the nose, allowing the belly and the rib cage to expand and reach towards the ceiling. And then exhale through the nose. Let everything relax down. And taking them nice and slow, guiding them towards steady and even breath. That your inhales are as long and slow as the exhale. Take at least 3 more deep breaths. Well, if you have the time and would like to do so, I'll invite you to spend a little bit more time here in our Shavasana. But if you're ready to come out, start to wiggle your fingers, the toes, wrists to the ankle. Give that head a little nod side to side. Hug the knees in towards the chest and give yourself that little back massage, moving side to side, or perhaps circle. Of course, if you need an extra few moments of this back massage, hang out. When you're ready, rock or press yourself up. Find that comfortable seated position.
I'll invite you to keep your eyes closed for just a few more moments. Take one big shoulder roll to drop the shoulders away from the ears. Give the head a little nod, side to side, to relax the neck. And take one deep inhale, reach the arms up overhead, grow even taller. And exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. I thank you for joining me on the mat today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.